Me and my friends would go with the girls we're dating and hit clubs.
How much you spend on the last night?
You get a VIP section, you chill with the boys. In the moment, life feels good.
There is nothing you can say that is going to get you out of that. You're going to try to look good. You don't look good, and now you're looking worse.
There's definitely been a lot of progress made.
But it is incorrect because that is not what is being shown. Shut the f up. Download my new Simpler Budget app today and take control of your money once and for all.
Hey, I'm Thomas from Fort Lauderdale. I'm 30 years old, and this is Financial Audit.
Thanks for coming on in. So what do you do over there for a living?
So I'm a full-time tattoo artist.
Okay. We just had one of those. Interesting.
Yeah, it should be a lot of
So
fun.
I bet you're all covered up.
Actually, I'm not super tattooed. I have both my shoulders done, my elbow done, and a bunch on my legs.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Ginger hair on people's arms. That's something I have not really seen. Okay. Interesting. So awesome. What are you making? Tattooing people in Florida. I bet people get lots of drunk mistakes in Florida, partying it up, and they're just like, all right, let me get tattooed a dick on my forehead or something.
Definitely a lot of dicks on the forehead for sure. Now, the good thing is I have a lot of people that come based off referrals. Not too many drunk people, but it does happen. I'm doing a little around estimated close to 150,000 average a year now.
For
Yes, sir.
tattooing people. Last time I had a high income people on the show, it was a couple. They were very high, yet their financial situation was one of the worst I've seen in 2025 so far, which leads me to be concerned as I have another high income earner on again. And this isn't a thin stack by any means. So $150,000 a year. Incredible. You own the business?
Yes, sir.
This is you.
Yep, all me.
All right, well, let's fucking immediately. Let me just clarify if we have an affinity zone or not. Have you paid your taxes?
Currently, I haven't filed my taxes for this year.
Well, what's for this? What do you mean? For last year?
For 2024, I haven't done them yet.
Yeah.
And for 2023.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a bigger one. That's
Yeah.
a bigger one.
Thankfully, well, I did attempt to go file my taxes. I kind of had an issue with that. The place I went to seemed kind of shady, to be honest with you.
What does that even mean? What's shady? TurboTax.com? Oh, no.
No,
It's the
not
mafia.
TurboTax.com. I don't.
Where the f did you go?
I went to a building that was recommended to me by someone in South Florida.
You went to a building.
Yeah.
You went to a building.
It's a very nice
The
building.
f does that even mean? I went to a building. You didn't go to a specific tax group. You went to a building.
Well, it was a tax group inside of a building that I was referred to.
Well, I would assume you'd go to a building to meet them. Okay. So this tax group, it was recommended to you?
Yeah, and
Okay.
overall, I went with the intention of getting my personal taxes set up, doing my small business taxes.
When did you go?
February, March-ish of last year in 2024.
Okay, with the attempt to pay 2023's taxes. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
For 2023, I was working in a shop, so I had a 1099. So I had a 1099 from the shop.
Sure.
Made a lot less that year. Went to go file my taxes, and
Just a 1099.
yeah.
How much help did you need to file these taxes? Things shouldn't have been overly complicated.
I genuinely have no idea. So,
Why didn't you try to file online? Well, what did this look like?
normally I filed a W-2 for the job I worked.
Yeah,
for my
the
20s.
easiest it could be.
Right,
Sure.
super easy. Always did it
So
myself.
a little more complicated and you freaked out?
I wanted to make sure I did it right. I didn't really know anything about small business taxes or a 1099 at the time. Like I said, I taught myself how to make money, not how to use money. Taught myself how to scale my business.
Use money. Paying taxes isn't using money. That is a part of earning money. Teach yourself how to earn money, but not the
Right.
second half where you owe the government money, because
Didn't
that's
think
just how
about
it
the
is.
government. Didn't think about the government too much on that one. I was like, all right, at the end of the year, I'll go have my money set
Okay,
to
so
the
what happened
side.
with this tax group?
Anyways, they tried to tell me I would get $100,000 back.
Of filing $100,000 back.
Right.
Wait. Okay. In 2023, you were 1099 all year.
Yes, sir.
All year.
Yeah.
And you have
Don't lose
back.
your
What
mind.
did you give the government
Nothing.
at that point?
I didn't pay my
So what do they
taxes
mean
for
you're
the
going to
year
get
yet.
something back?
So when I went to the place at first, it was cool, seemed normal. Seemed a little sketch out, but they're like, oh, you have a small business. We can take out a loan or set up something for that. Once they started talking like that, I was like, this probably is not the place for me.
Well, what do you mean? They may have had a tax strategy specifically designed for your business that would have saved you money on taxes. On maybe loaning yourself money or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't know.
I don't know without the nuance that you're able to provide, but you just heard loan and you got scared and ran? Which might be safe for you, seeing how much debt you're in. Which, by the way, I don't even know the fucking number. I just know there's a ton here because it's thick. So what do you mean you ran from that?
To be honest, it just didn't make sense to me.
Well, can you even explain it to me? What they were offering?
They were talking about filing my taxes and that they thought I could get. Were telling me I would get around $100,000 back.
Yeah, well, you mentioned this thing about a loan for me. Like, what are we talking about?
Well, I went there talking to them if there's options for like a small business loan or things like that. Like I said, I don't know much about running a business. Trying to learn. So they came to me talking about how with the $100,000 they could do this and that, but it didn't seem legitimate and it just seemed very sketch. They were talking about outsourcing me to somebody else. And at that point, once I started trying to contact the people to go meet them in person, that person kind of disappeared. And I was just like, yeah, I'm going to worry about this at a later time. So I need to figure out how I'm going to do my 2023 taxes.
Why didn't you go to another people or just online again? Why'd you just give up? You just looked at the camera.
Yeah, I work a lot. I work 7 days a week.
Are you trying to work the camera?
No. But
oh.
Anyways,
okay.
So honestly, I just put it to the wayside. Is this
as much of a joke as your taxes?
No, not at all.
Well, what are you doing? Why are you putting a little show on for the
just explaining the situation, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
While also staring into their souls?
I guess.
Okay. Interesting. We might get our the CPA we work with for our other brand, Simpler Money, with of course the Simpler Budget app. Like, we're trying to make it the best budgeting app ever. We might get our business tax expert on the phone, and see what he thinks about this, and maybe actually be able to describe what the you're saying, because I have no idea. Okay, so what is going on, man? What is going on? Because I did ask about the tax situation, because I just had a wild guess, because you're on this show. People love to not pay taxes as business people here. So who would have thought? But what is going on?
I do want to pay my taxes.
Huh?
I do want to pay my taxes.
Okay, but you didn't, so I don't give a if you want to. What do you mean?
For sure. But my goal...
What does that even mean?
Well, I do want to pay them. I don't
want to owe the
government money.
What do you mean you want to, but you're not? What's the point of want without doing?
I tried to go pay them.
What is that? No, you walked into a firm and then you did nothing after that. You didn't put in any effort whatsoever. You had one conversation. I didn't just walk in. And ran away like a little child. I didn't just have one conversation. You hibernated.
No,
with the firm.
I didn't just have one conversation.
With the firm?
Yeah.
You went to one firm.
I went to a tax place.
One. And they didn't work. So you go to another Google.
I probably should have did that. Yeah. For me, I was just sitting there and I was like, all right. The process it was a back and forth process. So after like a month of my time wasted, it kind of went to the back of my mind, and I was like, all right, we'll figure this out. But it's been 2 years now, so it's been 1 year.
Okay, 1 year since the filing that you would have done.
Yeah, just 1 year.
Now, even still, 2024, how much of this were you 1099 versus just full like?
Yeah.
Yeah. The whole year, is that what you're saying? Is that what that means?
Other than the first 2 months. So for the first 2 months of 2024, I was still in the shop, and then I went into my own studio.
So, good news about 2024s. You're a little late right now to make an estimated payment, essentially. And then you would get your full filing done, obviously, by the deadline. However, if it's your first year in business, you'll probably be fine in terms of filing late, filing for extensions without having to pay any penalties.
Gotcha.
You're lucky on that. 2023, not so lucky on. Do you know how much did you earn? How much did you earn in 2023? What was the reported earnings?
1099. What I was paid out was like around 60,000, I believe, 69,000.
And what were your expenses that you put into that? For the year?
I'd have to go through paperwork. I
Go
don't
through
know.
paperwork?
Or, like, go
it
through
was a
my
year ago.
receipts.
What did you don't know a general number? Wait, when you went to file, were you not ready? Did you not have those numbers? So did you ever get those numbers?
Like,
So you
as
never
far
knew
as
those numbers, your
what I
expenses.
spent,
Yes, your
monthly
business expenses.
No.
What do you
I guesstimate around $500 a month.
That's it?
Sometimes more. Yeah. It varies. If I...
So we'll say like 8,000 hours a year maybe, and you made 60?
Sure.
And let me do some quick back math on what you would owe.
It could be more. But we'll use 8,000 as a safe guesstimate.
Well, you said 500 a month, and I rounded. I made up 2,000 extra.
Okay. Yeah, I guess that works. Like I said, I don't know. I'd have to go through and see how much I actually spent.
Are they qualified business expenses?
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to fully prove it, receipts and everything?
100%, yeah. It'll be tattoo supplies, needles, machines, inks.
I'll give you 9,000 hours.
I definitely need someone to go in and help me figure this part out.
Why don't you go to someone that's your responsibility? I just need to... What? What do you mean? You're like laying that on someone else's foot? Come on.
No, I definitely just...
This is all you, man.
For sure.
What was your plan for this? Because again, you would have had to pay some estimated at this point.
For this year?
For last year.
For 2024?
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You get a year of grace period, and you have used your year. So don't f it up for this next year, man.
I definitely won't.
Yeah? Are you sure?
Yeah, that's
So what is going on? I'm going to calculate your taxes. Ish.
So I'm here mainly definitely for like advice.
I'm asking what's going on.
Explain my situation going on as far as my lifestyle, my work. Going on with my taxes?
With you, buddy.
Oh, with me.
Right, cool, You're here. What is going on? My goodness.
So anyways, yeah, I tattoo full time.
I wonder you couldn't figure out how to go to a second place.
I work about 7 days a week, and I'm just trying to figure out where I should start utilizing my money, how to fix my current debt situation, and how to move forward from there. Like I said, no excuses. I could have done the research myself. This is my attempt in learning right now. So I'm trying to figure that part out. What should I do to pay down my debt? What's a good strategy for it? What should I invest towards the future once I fix my tax problem?
What's going on in your life?
Life's good. I like my lifestyle, actually. I live very good.
That could be a problem.
It definitely could be. So I feel like...
Do you see how those goals might conflict?
Got to make changes in my current lifestyle to
You said I'm happy with it and my life is good.
Yeah.
I had large purchases. Oh, hold on. Let me just get some just basic income here. As I'm getting some calculations being did and done.
So
okay, so the Zelle, the Square, the external deposit, the ATM deposit, and Apple Cash in, is that all income?
Yes.
Good. So $14,000 came in. Of course, you'd set 30% aside for future taxes, I'm assuming. You did not.
Not 30%.
Of course not. Why would we do that? Now, what do you think your spending was for the month?
Probably $10,000 ish.
Okay, 14,409. So you were over by a few $100.
Yeah.
Why do you think you? Yeah. He just says
Right,
yeah.
so,
He just says yeah,
right,
even
so
though you said no. You just said it was $10,000, and then I correct you, and it's more than you made. And you're like, yeah.
No, my bad.
What do you mean?
I zoned out for a second.
You zoned out? What did you zone out? What are you zoning out? Major channel announcement. Budgeting. It's a new year. We're all trying to budget. We're all trying to make it a little better. We're trying to improve our life. A lot of people on the show, a lot of people out there that I've heard from, they try to start a budget. They can't stick to the budget. It's because it's all too damn complicated right now. You use any of the budgeting apps out there, and it's crazy. It's hard to know what's even going on. It's impossible to set up, and it's a chaos to manage. That's why over this last year, I did the thing. I made a budgeting app for you guys. This does not need to be complicated. You're trying to take control of your life, so it should be simple. It should be chill. It should be easy to set up and easy to manage. I've called it Simpler Budget because that's all it is. It's your simpler budget. But we up the ante with continued education and an ad-free version. In the premium version of Simpler Budget, you can track your spending, set goals, and stick to a plan that actually works by connecting to all of your bank accounts automatically. No manual stuff here. There's actually weekly live sessions with financial professionals to answer your questions and keep you on track. They'll be teaching lessons and you can ask them things and they will actually help. There's also weekly mini classes keeping you up to date and educated on every financial topic you need to improve your life. Plus, for a limited time right now, you get access to our new budget-friendly cookbook with 55 money-saving recipes to eat well without overspending. It's time to actually make a budget and stick to it for the first time ever. Let's take control of our 2025 and make this the best year ever. Download the Simpler Budget app today. A link in the description below. This budgeting app will change your life.
No, I was just
What do you mean? You
like,
answered the question. What are you talking about, zone out? No.
So, that's what I was trying to say.
What are you trying to say?
I didn't realize how much I was spending. So a big reason that I'm here is back in December.
My lifestyle. My lifestyle's good. Everything's great in my life. It's only my debt, guys, and I want to figure out how to pay it off, but I'm not willing to adjust my lifestyle.
No, I didn't say that. Life's good. I like my lifestyle, actually. I live very good. I'm able to adjust my lifestyle.
But ask what's going on in your life and you say, I love my life. My life is fine.
Right.
It wouldn't be fine. It wouldn't be in this case.
I'm trying to get to that. So I'm used to not having money and living in South Florida. And I think like a big problem for me is the lifestyle creep. I didn't expect to make the money I'm making. And then I started living a little bit, maybe not a little bit, way too outside of my means. I think with that, I slowly and surely adjusted into a lifestyle that I didn't realize was screwing me over.
What's the lifestyle?
Going out all the time, going with the girls we're dating. We'll go out and eat.
The girls we're dating?
Me and my friends will go with the girls we're dating and hit strip clubs. We'll go out to the clubs.
It's romantic.
We'll go party.
Oh my goodness, do I have the post-show? Story to tell today.
So I didn't realize how much money I've been spending because in the moment, life feels good. You know?
Yeah.
Life feels great.
Titties.
Right. Girls, titties, ass, eating whatever you want, doing whatever you want, whenever you want, going out. But I feel like trying to catch myself now before I need a ladder to dig out the hole. Well, I can still try to reach.
But you're in the hole. It's the taxes,
right.
Man. You probably owe about $10,911. So around $11,000 is kind of ish what I got.
Got you.
That's a substantial amount of money. That's basically your monthly.
Right.
That's basically your monthly after you set money aside for taxes. A whole month is taken away, and then you have to deal with all the other bills and you're in other debts. Yeah. So where do you think your finances are on a total score? 0 to 10, 0 being the absolute worst, 10 being the absolute best.
Like a 2.
Okay. I personally don't know. We're going to go through this together. Yeah. I haven't gone through your finances yet. I like to kind of go through it with the audience. It's a new thing we're trying. So, all right. If you guys want your Hammer financial score, it's free. Link in the description below. See where you stand in the world of finances. And if you want to come on the show, you can fly here from wherever. We'd be happy to have you. Go ahead and go to calebhammer.com/apply. And yeah, you'll go through the whole onboarding process. You'll come here. You'll sit with me. And it'll be a good time because you're from the audience, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, like everyone is. Yep. It's really interesting. Okay.
I definitely am a taquitos madman, as you'll see with my expenses.
Okay. So discover it. Right here. We're immediately over. Okay.
I didn't realize.
We're starting with you didn't realize.
Yeah.
You seemed that last like maybe 5 minutes seemed so self-aware. I was like, okay, so this conversation, this might be easy to come up with a conclusion at the end. I wasn't aware I was over on a credit card. The first credit card. What the f- are you talking about? You owe to the Discover It card $1,504.06 with a minimum monthly payment of $61. I wasn't aware. Why weren't you aware? What do you mean?
I didn't realize I was over.
Well, how about this? You paid less than the minimum monthly payment. First, let's start there. Second, you then purchased $111. Well, how many tits did this purchase? How many tits are you buying? Then $41 of fees. Is that the tip fee? And then $33.19 of interest. I mean, your credit score is kind of shit anyway. Yeah, you've inflated yourself. So what the f was this fee even for? So we're getting insurance. What's P school? What's P school? What are you P school?
It's actually it's a tattoo educational course.
So we're
school is
going over our credit card balance on a tattoo educational course, of which is an industry we're already being successful in, but instead the finances that we're not being successful in is what we're f***ing up in order to
how much
try
was
to
that
correct
for
something we're already doing. 39 and then $1 and then
there's a few
71
courses
for
I take on
life
there.
insurance. You got life insurance coming out of a credit card that is maxed out, that is accruing interest, that is gaining fees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I was over because I always do make the minimum monthly payments.
Are you sure? Because I see many fees charged in the year 2024, meaning I don't think so. I think we probably had fees of not paying the minimum monthly payment because we were probably late. Oh, there it is. That's what happened this last month, was a late fee. And you probably had about 3 last year. So incorrect. You can't lie. I have your numbers. You cannot lie. You cannot look here like the good little boy. Now that you are on camera, I will call out the bullshit. Okay. This isn't a fucking bowl of Lucky Charms. I will call out the bullshit.
I'm just confused because I have them on auto pay.
You probably didn't have enough money in your fucking bank, dude.
I'm pretty sure I had enough to pay for that.
Well, guess what? You have a late fee right here.
I had a late
Your little
fee.
a late fee right there. And 3 last year.
I always to make the minimum monthly payment
Late. 3 last year. And then the statement we have, late. So what are you talking about?
They were paid on time.
How would you not know? Have you never budgeted? Are you not someone that budgets? Do you not?
Budgeted in my
You've
life.
never budgeted.
My philosophy has always been, I just need to make more money.
That never works. We're seeing this. Yeah. This is a repeated pattern. And especially in American finances specifically. I don't know other cultures as well, obviously, but Americans think they can just earn their way out of the debt. And even the people that like hate the show, they're always like, wow, they're in this much debt because they don't make that much. It doesn't fucking matter, man. It doesn't matter. I can get people that don't make that much money out of debt, and I've seen people that don't make much money have less debt than you.
Yeah.
And then the higher you earn, the more debt, and more earnings is going to make you spend even more. You're going to get a pay raise by 10% and you're going to spend 20% more. That is what happens with you.
Problem, because when I wasn't earning this, my bills were paid on time. Had no issue with debt.
When? Wait, when did we start getting into debt?
The past 2-3 years, maybe, since I started tattooing and making a lot more money than before.
How much?
I used to make $20,000 to $40,000 a year, lived on my own, bills always paid.
Well, you made 60 in 23. What did you make in 22 when you started going into debt?
Probably 2023 then is when I started going into debt. So
okay.
I remember
your philosophy is what?
That I just need to earn more money if I'm
obviously
not making
that is
enough.
Not correct. All right.
Yeah.
You do not get
to learn.
You do not get to leave this building. We will lock you in and fucking bring out every weapon we have until you download the Simpler Budget app. Because that is a broken philosophy. At least in there with the automatic connections to your account, you'll see the money that is coming in. You'll see your income. And then you can at least know that, okay, this is how much I'm making. Here's the spending categories that I set up. And I won't overspend on them, meaning I won't. Making more money, you will see it reflected and you will not spend over that because you're going to track it on a damn fucking monthly basis.
I need that.
Yes, you do know.
Definitely need that because I went from making $900 every 2 weeks on a paycheck to some days I'll do $1,300 a day, and spending $200.
The issue though,
no, it shouldn't be. It is because I now justify to myself spending $200. Like I'll make it tomorrow.
That's the issue, not the
that
income.
Is the issue,
not the income variation.
Yeah. It's the mindset I've had with it, which I'm trying to fix.
Which again, he sounds reasonable, but then you have my philosophy is I'm just going to earn my way out of it, which that hasn't worked for 2 years. In fact, you started making more money and you went into more debt. So obviously earning my way out of it is not something that is working. So you sound reasonable when you put for a second and then you sound like a dumb. I know.
Yeah. Hey, that makes a lot of sense. My philosophy is screwed. But I thought it was working good. I was living chill, nice, relaxed lifestyle. Now it's like, all right, I got access to do whatever I want to do whenever I want to go out. If I want to take a trip and go on vacation, I could do that. I don't think about the money as much, which is a problem.
Sorry for the weird cut there. We just literally had the power flicker, but sorry. Okay.
I peed my pants a little. I got scared.
Okay. Oh, sure. How long does this take to pay off just doing the minimum monthly payment? Which, by the way, of course, you don't do because you don't pay it on time. You don't do the full amount of it, and you actually purchase on it. But let's just say you did the minimum monthly payment on time. How long does this take to pay off?
What's the total on the card?
$1,504.06.
3 years?
10 years. You'll be 41 years fucking old.
I didn't know that. I didn't expect that one. I thought minimum payments would get me there, 60 divided by 1,000 or 1,000 divided by 60. So quick math.
Yeah, instead this would be paid off in your 60s because this will never be paid off. You spend more than you put on, and then what you put on it is late, so you get fees added onto it anyway. And then with the interest accruing, it's just like the whole thing is fuck you.
See, I didn't even think about that part either. Is
What
everything
part?
I've been paying
Late fees?
everything I've paid for the last year has just been interest payments.
No, if you do the minimum monthly payment on time, yes, the majority of it goes to interest, but you do start hitting the net.
I didn't really think much about that.
But if you're late on your payment with the fee added, then no, you're not making any progress towards net. And especially if you're purchasing on it, that is why you're over the credit limit.
Just getting cooked. I'm kind of cooked on that one. All right, I need to change that. I didn't realize that. I always thought if you make the minimum payment, it'll pay off like a car payment. But
That
now
is
I have the
what would
late
happen.
fees, and that's where I'm screwing
If you were
myself.
late on a car, that wouldn't happen.
Right, they take the car.
No, not late fees. That's no paying. But your late fees, yes, that'll add fees. That means that maybe, depending on your car loan situation, you're not making any money net towards it with the money that you are paying.
Yeah. I mean, to be honest with you, man, it's kind of a cop-out, an excuse, but no one in my
Okay.
family is good with money.
No one in anyone's
Yeah,
family is good with
right.
money. F you. That's America. Welcome. We learn things. You have access to Google. You have access to more tools than any generation has ever had access to. That excuse holds no fucking water. No, it holds nothing. You have free library. You have free e-libraries. You have Chat GPT. You have Google. You have YouTube resources. You have our fucking budgeting course. You could have taken our budgeting course. I'm glad you get it for free now.
It's funny. It was a random decision I had. I've been watching your show for maybe 3 months now.
Okay.
Starting to become more conscious about my
That's
finances.
why he sounds a little like, oh wait, this guy might not be a complete dumbass, but then he just loses track of it and goes back to his old ways.
So I'm trying to fix that. Trying to do a little bit better. Need to do a lot better. But actually, I was going to pay for your course, and that was my crap shot. I was like, let me just apply to be on the show and see if I could maybe do it that way.
Now
and
you get it
some
for
advice.
free. Good job.
So I'll make sure to utilize that.
Yeah, but instead of being over the rainbow like people like you should be, you're over the credit limit.
Right, which is horrible. I don't want to be. I want to be the one that breaks the cycle in my family. Like I said, no one in my family's been good with money.
You're doing nothing to do that.
I built a business. I got it to a
Yes,
decent
but
point.
now you're into a worse financial situation than when you didn't have your business. So what the fuck?
And I need to get out of that so I can keep going forward.
I know, but that isn't going to help this conversation. Do you guys hear how he's doing this? I just want to make sure. Do you hear the language? Every time he gets a little bit of pushback on anything he does wrong, he's like, and I know that's wrong, and that's why I need to stop doing it. That doesn't fucking accomplish anything.
I'm not doing shit.
Shut the fuck up. You're using that as you're using that as a cop out. You are using that as a cop out to not get any. You are getting pushback for the very first time in your life. And shut the fuck up for a second. You are shut up. You are getting.
I gotta ask you a question. It's important, man.
Oh my! You are using that as a damn cop out instead of actually confronting your
it's
situation,
important.
so that you can sound good on camera. When in reality, your numbers are not reflecting the language you're using. So shut the fuck up. What?
Right. So what I'm trying to say is, like, I just didn't have any idea what to do. I didn't realize I was making the money I was making. I didn't even check until December how much I made this year. And then I was like, damn, I'm broke, but I'm making over $100,000 a year. That's a problem. A big problem. So I'm trying to fix that.
There it is again. This guy's okay.
But
This is the guy that you try to have a serious conversation with and you actually never get anywhere because he does the little thing that just sounds slightly right so that the conversation can just be negated and you're like, because you don't want to naturally push back against that because it's like, you're like, well, that's kind of reasonable. But then none of his actions outside of his actual fucking language is associated with it. So really, it's almost more of a manipulative tactic
I'm
that
paying
you're
my
using.
bills at least.
Shut the
It
fuck
could
up.
be
You're
worse.
literally late on the credit card. Shut the fuck up.
But I didn't miss the payment. I didn't.
You
not make
were
the payment.
late. You had fees added. You are over the credit limit. Shut the fuck up. There is nothing you can say that is going to get you out of that. You're going to try to look good. You don't look good and now you're looking worse, even though you're trying to look good. Shut the fuck up. Shut up.
failure.
Buddy, I want you to do well, but your attitude
it's just
here
the first
is not.
attempt in learning. You know, I'm failing right now.
He's doing
I'm
it
trying
again.
to
He's
learn.
doing it again. He's doing it right now. Listen, anyone like this, you've had the conversation out there. You know exactly what is happening. You are trying to manipulate this conversation, and it is weird, man. Instead of actually taking to heart the things that are being done and just listening, you're trying to look good. When in reality, the numbers that have come from your actions are not reflected to the words you are using. So your words are manipulative and pointless. So shut up. We're going to the next credit card.
Yes, sir.
Blue Cash every day from American Express. You owe $3,485.38 with a minimum monthly payment of $125.25. Okay, this one's weird because you kind of almost paid off the card, but then you put all the money back on it again. But even worse, instead of putting the money towards the card before the interest hit, you had all the interest hit anyway of $91.31. I mean, you're at the credit limit. You're at the credit limit. I'm so confused. What's going on?
So I started using this card as like a secondary debit card.
It's a credit card.
Well, I started trying to use it as a debit card where you're supposed
It's
to have
not.
it paid
It's a
off.
credit card. You tit.
Yeah, but I was trying to use it to accrue the bonuses or the cash back.
How'd that work? You're losing $91 a month. I don't think most debit cards have a $91 a month fee. So shut the up.
The reward dollar says 69 though.
$69?
Yeah, $69 in rewards.
Okay, as of November of last year. So how long did it take to create the $69?
But I tried to use this.
How long did it take to create the $69?
I really couldn't tell you.
How long have you had this card?
2 years?
How often do you pull the cash out?
Maybe every like couple 4 or 5 months.
All right, guys, this is super exciting for this financial audit channel. I got big news for you today. For the rest of this week, if you join our YouTube membership at the elite level or upgrade from pro to elite, I'm going to pay for it. I am going to directly reimburse you for the $5 for upgrading or $10 if you join now. It's essentially like a free trial, except since it doesn't offer it, I'm going to pay for it for you. All you have to do is follow the instructions that I'm going to post in the membership area. Send us that proof and I'm gonna send you the money and boom. You joined Hammer Elite for free.
Yes!
Seriously, guys, there's thousands of hours of extra content there. You got 2 exclusive member audits a month, the ability to call into our new live show, which is also 2 a month. You just broke Lindsay's heart.
No, that's not true. Honestly, Ashley,
That's Lindsay for you. Weekly live streams.
So Caleb, what's your social security number?
I'm doing it. 3, 8. Make a whole
That is definitely gonna get on your shirt.
3, 2.
And every single financial audit post show, plus member weekly videos. It's crazy how much we have going on.
Well, I got so drunk I kissed a grandma in Spain with only partial consent, and then I ran off threw up on the beach.
Plus, it really helps support this channel. So let me pay for it for a month so you have the opportunity to check it out. Make sure you click the link in the description below or the pinned comment below, and I'll see you guys there. And again, make sure it's the middle tier, Hammer Elite, so that I pay for it. This offer expires at the end of this week. So it takes,
I think I've
let's
taken
say
it out
it takes 4 to 5 months to accumulate $69, but you lose $91 on a monthly basis.
But I try to use this one for my business expense.
Are you talking about? It doesn't make sense though. The rewards are not justifying this. It's not even covering a full month of the interest that accrues. But then the interest that accrues on this,
What's the interest on it?
$91.31.
See, I told you. Damn, I didn't even. That's
I
my
literally
problem.
just
I didn't
told you like
realize-
2 minutes ago.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much interest I was paying.
Why
on the
didn't you
cards.
brief suggestion?
For sure.
Look.
That would have been a good idea. I just chose not to. I was like, I'll pay it off until I'm able to completely pay it off. So,
What?
well,
I'll
pay off
pay
the
it off
minimums until I'm able to completely pay it off. It was what I thought would work.
Okay, well, obviously everything you think never works. So maybe stop
Some things
listening to
work.
yourself. What has worked?
I built myself a good business.
You built yourself a good business, but again,
Yeah.
you're in a worse financial situation. So what was the point of even building the business? Because you're in a worse situation than when you made
I'll be
$20,000 a
honest,
year or whatever.
When I was making $20,000 a year, I was sitting there thinking like, oh, if I do, my goal was by 30 to be a full-time artist, work just for myself
Artist.
and be financially free. Yeah.
What art?
Tattooing, painting, murals. I do
Okay.
a little bit of everything.
Sure.
With that, my goal was to be a full-time artist by 30, doing the custom jackets and paintings and all that stuff.
Well, I'm glad you got there, but again, you're in a worse situation.
So when I was making $20,000 a year, I'm like, oh, if I make 40,000, 50, 60,000, I'll never have problems. Everything in the world will be solved. Like, I'll never be bad with money.
Okay.
I'm sitting here today, f***ing up my money.
Literally, billionaires can be bad with money and they can lose everything. Like, that doesn't matter. It's your actions surrounded it. Okay. How long does this take to pay off?
20 years.
Okay, 13. So you'll be again into your mid 40s at that point.
I'll be old and gray. Well, not at 40, hopefully. But yeah.
Okay.
So that's something I was trying to figure out is
dude, it's all both, man.
Yeah.
What is Studio 6?
Studio 6 is a hotel. And I was paying that for my sister.
Sister?
Yeah, for my family, they're kind of going through a hard time. Like I said, no one in my family makes money. Just me.
Okay, I appreciate that, and I would do the same thing, but on a credit card that you can't pay off when you have the money that you would be able to cash flow it if you were managing this correctly, this is what managing money's for, because life things like that come out of the blue that you cannot control, and you're doing the right thing for your heart. Good job.
Yeah.
But because you f***ed yourself financially, you're f***ing yourself even more trying to be the good person, so it doesn't work. That's why you have to be in a good place financially so you can actually support those around you, instead you're bringing yourself down with them.
Right, which I'm... So with the credit card, it was, I'll put the money on there.
How many nights was that of the hotel? That's an expensive.
It's been 3 months of that. So
well, no, how many nights does the 545 call?
a full week, 7 days.
3 months? Is there any end in sight for whatever's going on? We're keeping it private, but
yeah, not really.
Well, is there a better alternative?
Yeah, currently she's back at home with my family, or my mother. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good.
So we figured that part out.
Well, the rest is so you went to a restaurant, you Amazon Prime, Color Dragon.
It's tattoo needles.
Huh?
Tattoo needles.
Oh, so that's
Yeah, it's a needle brand.
business. Prime Video Channels is not. Collagen Curators,
I couldn't even tell you what that is.
$68. That's not insignificant.
No idea.
Prime Video. What the fuck are you doing on there?
Watching
And
movies
Amazon
with my
Prime?
friends.
What? Every movie ever? You're renting a video every day. Prime Video Channels. Buddy, it's fucking videos every second of your life.
Sometimes it's for clients too. While I'm tattooing them,
Your clients, they don't get to choose. They can pay. Put on fucking just bullshit TLC. It keeps anyone entertained. Like drooling idiots.
$2 here, $2 there. It doesn't really add up in my head. So I'm like, all right, we're chilling at the house.
What the fuck are you talking about? That's not even close to true.
Maybe $19 max if I own the movie.
Yeah, I mean, but again, how much did you spend again? The money that you spent on this card in the last month was $3,194. Sure, a lot of that was the hotel, $1,500 of it, but not everything else.
I use it sometimes too for life, just regular stuff like grocery stores
so this
and all that
isn't
too.
working. You're saying you're using this as a secondary business debit card? It's not.
I just don't have
Not how it works.
So I have 2 bank accounts, and one of my bank accounts I just don't have the debit card for. So I'll just transfer. I lost it a couple months back and just never replaced it. So I would just transfer
Buddy,
money.
your excuses are so fucking stupid. I went to a tax service. It sketched me out, so I gave up. I lost a credit card, so I gave up. Ruined my finances.
I just transferred over to that
But it's
card.
stupid because
the
this
same
is
thing.
ruining you because you're at the credit limit and you're losing interest on a monthly basis and your points are not even coming close to matching it. So what are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. You are lazy and you justify the out of things to enable your laziness. It is crazy. That is going to be the main thing that you're going to have to deal with. That is going to be the main thing you're going to have to deal with, man. Talk to a therapist. You can get 3 free sessions through Soundermind. They support us in the community out there. And then also the Fizz card, man. At least that is a debit card that builds credit. So stop your bullshit. There are actual things as someone who watches this channel that you would know about that are actually good for you because we have tools that are good. It's a debit card that builds credit. Debit card that builds credit. It's easy as that. It only allows you to spend what's in your checking account. Instead of your dumb.
That might help a lot.
Yes.
That probably would help a lot, actually.
Yes. That's why they're
I was just
in our resources.
No, you're good. You're good. Let's read the next one, I guess. That I just thought I was doing good. I thought I was making sense by trying to get the
what
reward points,
world,
but clearly
with
not.
your debt being stacked up and being late on payments and accruing hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in interest on a monthly basis and being in a worse financial position than you were when you made $20,000 a year. In what situation would you consider that good? I don't know. How would you be able to assess that and be, oh, this is good? I don't know where good would be seen there. I wouldn't think that is good. In fact, I don't think it's good, and I wouldn't think it's good. How do you see that as good? That doesn't make any sense. That's not good. Ever catch yourself spending way too much on fast food or taquito runs just because you're too busy or exhausted to deal with cooking? I've been there, but I found a real game changer. Today's sponsor, Factor. Factor is all about making your life easier. They deliver chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals right to your door, fresh, never frozen. And the real magic, you can get these meals ready in just 2 minutes. This means more time for you to focus on your work, hobbies, or just relaxing instead of worrying about grocery runs or meal prepping, and especially the cleanup. I've been leaning on Factor to keep me fueled during those long, hectic work days, and it's been a lifesaver. No more overpriced takeout and no more mealtime stress. With over 35 meals to choose from per week with options like keto, calorie smart, vegan and veggie, Factor caters to me and every taste. And they're flexible, so I can adjust my order size or even skip a week if I need. So head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code 50HAMMER to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first Factor box. That's code 50HAMMER at factor75.com to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. And remember, choosing Factor means supporting sustainable practices. They offset 100% of their delivery emissions. Don't miss out on this amazing offer. Thanks to Factor for sponsoring today's video. Let's get back into it.
My rent's paid. My basic bills are covered.
Yeah, but you thought your credit card was paid on time and it wasn't. Are we sure your rent's going to be paid on time? If we look,
That's one thing I don't play with. My rent has to be paid on time.
So you play with credit cards. So other kind of debt that completely ruins your life, you decide to play with that.
I don't think I've taken them as seriously. Definitely not.
Why would you not take them as seriously?
It's kind of like money that's not in your hand. You just
Well, yeah, it's because it's other people's money,
it's just kind of not as
which is more dangerous for you because now you owe interest and fees, or that goes to collections, credit, and good luck applying for any kind of loan to pump money in as a cash injection.
Well, thankfully, I don't have anything on my collections either. Like,
Yeah,
never had that happen.
That's what happens when you don't pay your credit cards on time, and if you keep maxing them out and they're over credit limits, eventually you're gonna start you have a couple bad months, maybe you get injured, you don't get to bring in any kind of income, maybe you get disability at best from the government. How are you going to afford to pay these minimum payments that you
See, I started thinking about that too recently. Is like, I am 30 now, and
but your credit score is 589.
Right. At one point, it was 760.
Don't care what it was one
Right.
point. At one point, I was a piece of shit. I've grown and I've made my life better.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care about that one time. I don't give a about your one time. If you were good then and you're bad now, you're bad, and that's all that there is.
So hopefully I do better. I need to take the steps to do better.
Guys, he was confronted on something, so he tried to do the little cop out instead of actually facing the reality of a situation. Good job. You'll never make any progress in life.
Well, I'm
Just
screwed
like you haven't.
right now. I've made a lot of progress in my life. There's definitely been a lot of progress made. I could tell you that for sure.
Give me some.
Well, the main one, I always progressing as an artist. I made a lot of strides in that. I take care of my bills, not my
Nope.
credit card bills.
Oh, because they're not bills.
Yep. Well, no, they're bills. I just didn't realize I had anything late. I thought I was on time with that.
Okay, it was multiple times last year. You had multiple times to catch it.
But I paid them off. Well, not paid them
No.
off. I paid them on time, just a little late. I didn't
paid
realize
them
they
on
were
time
late.
just a little late.
I didn't even realize they were late.
Your way of trying to weasel out of things is very weird. I've never heard something say, I paid something on time by paying them late. That's going to be a new one.
I didn't pay them. I didn't miss a payment.
You know
still
how many
paid them, though.
businesses get started in a year and end up being closed? It's the highest percentage. And now you're setting yourself up for income you think you're going to make in the future when the statistical likelihood, not saying I want it to happen, not saying it's going to happen, but statistical likelihood your business is not going to survive within the next few years. I don't necessarily think that.
Yeah.
But there is that statistical reality in the United States. That is capitalism. You risk, you lose or you win, but you have put yourself in a far riskier situation by assuming you're going to be able to pay all this off because your income is going to continue to grow because I'm doing so well that everything's so great. So woo! But guess what? That's not how it works on a statistical basis. And I've seen people in your situation and what happens to them in about a couple years. That's called like 30% of the people on the show. And you do not want to be them. Your situation is f***ed, but it can get a whole lot worse real quick if you're not careful, and you are not careful. And instead of even trying to confront the situation, you try to weasel your way out of every little confrontation.
Well, I want to get out of this situation.
Sure you do. Then where was the action to get out of it? You want to? Sure, you want to take the steps.
So that's definitely why I'm here. You know,
That's
I'm
not an
trying
answer.
to get out of them.
That's not an
now
answer.
and
I'm
get
not
some
a magic
advice.
pill. Not a magic
You're
pill.
definitely not a magic pill. It's
Why
on me
haven't
to
you
fix
done
it.
anything? So why haven't you done anything? It's on you. Why haven't you taken the steps? Doesn't look like you've taken many steps, but
It's funny because he's fat.
So I don't really know the steps to take for it. Should I pay off my debt? Should I set money
so you
off?
haven't Googled things. So the things we talk about on the show are pretty damn basic, I'll be honest.
So I'm busy a lot. Like I said, I work 7 days a week.
Welcome to everyone's life. We're all busy in different ways. Some have families, some have crazy things. Everything's different. Medical
So
emergencies.
that's my main thing I'm
Everyone's
trying to
busy.
figure out is, should I put money aside for the taxes first, pay off the credit cards first? Should I make a plan for that?
Sure.
I don't know what to do.
And you could not Google this. Something that when you're busy takes about half a second.
I didn't think to Google it.
You didn't think to Google.
Yeah. I didn't think to
You
Google
didn't
it.
think
I didn't
to look
realize,
something up. I had a question and didn't look up the answer to that question.
It's not that. I didn't realize how bad off I was, really.
Why didn't
Until
you
this
look to
moment, it's
find
starting
out?
to hit me even more.
Why didn't you look to find out?
Because like I said, my day-to-day life feels pretty good. I feel comfortable. I feel like I live
Then
comfortably.
why would you apply to come on the show if your day-to-day life feels pretty good?
I'm trying to catch myself before I get to a point that I am screwed.
Well, how'd you know that you were getting into a situation that would end up to being screwed, even though you're definitely already in the screwed position? But if you knew that you were in a situation where you're going to head to being screwed, that is when you are able to look things up, but you decided not to look things up?
So by the time I started realizing that, it's kind of when I applied around the same time I started watching your show and applying to be on
Good.
here.
So 3 months. Yeah. What, you haven't looked anything up in 3 months?
I
Why
haven't
didn't you
really
read a
looked
book?
into
Why
it.
didn't you take a class? Why didn't you Google, YouTube, anything?
I probably should have done that.
Should have. Yes, absolutely. That's exactly what I'm saying. Congratulations on copying what I'm saying.
Right. No,
Why didn't
what I'm
you,
trying to
though?
fix right now is
I know what you're trying to fix. I'm asking why you didn't. And because you can't give me an
I
answer
didn't
on
take
that,
any- I
it's
just
giving
didn't
me
take
big
time to do
concern. I know.
Yeah.
Why?
I just didn't spend the time to do
Why,
it.
big guy?
I focus on other things in my life.
Okay, so what are you focusing on instead?
Scaling my class. I should have taken classes instead of for tattooing, probably for finances.
Yes.
Like I said, I should have taken class for you. When I wanted to apply for I should have bought your courses.
Yeah.
I applied for here. Here I am now, hoping this helps for sure
Not
to
a
get
magic
me
pill,
on
and
track.
it's not going to get you out of this confrontation, so good luck with that.
But I just didn't spend the time. Just plain and simple. There's no excuse behind that. I spent time.
Not looking for an
working
excuse,
and
but I do
doing
want to
other
hear
stuff,
why. And you started to give me why. You're on the right track. Why don't you continue? I don't know why. In your little thought, I really want you to break yourself down, because if you cannot internalize, figure out what got you into this situation in the first place, good luck getting out of it, buddy.
Living in the moment and not thinking about my future for
Okay.
sure is definitely a big reason. A big thing for me was
So it's the moment. Are you trying to get out of something? Or are you trying to cope? What's the moment? Are you just trying to live the high life because you haven't lived very much?
I've lived a lot of life, and I think now that I have the ability to do anything I want whenever I want, I'm not making the best decisions for myself. And that's something I'm trying to figure out too, is going forward. Like, I don't want to continue to live how I live. Yeah, it feels great in the moment, but I know if I'm sitting here at 40 and I'm completely screwed 10 times worse where I'm at now, I'm going to be feeling worse. That's when it's really going to hit. And I'm trying to
Still
catch
disappointed
myself.
that I can't figure out, if you learned it was getting bad 3 months ago, why didn't you take the step? You applied to go on a show. That's great. That's the easiest thing you could do. A little disappointed that you didn't look anything up. Amazon Chase card, $489.43.
I'm just
The
trying
minimum.
a big thing I'm trying to figure out too is just the steps to go.
I've
I
heard
have
that. I've heard
no
you say it about
savings.
5 times.
Yeah. And how I'm trying to set up for my taxes too. That's my main thing I need to worry about.
Well, go to a
What's a higher
second
priority?
CPA.
Yeah.
Would be a good first step. Okay, how to pay your taxes? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, please. Sorry, Cope laugh.
Okay,
Cope laugh.
let's get our Simpler Money tax expert on the phone. He's great. You can go to simplermoney.com. He has a lot of educational stuff there about business taxes. We have experts in every different field. We'll get him on the phone, and we'll have him. I'm going to call him.
Hey, this is Reed.
Mr. Reed, it is Caleb. We have Thomas here. Thomas is 30, lives in Fort Lauderdale. He was 1099 in 2023, decided not to pay his tax because he went to a CPA and he thought they were a little sketchy, so he decided to just never question taxes again. He's also not even close to being prepared for the $150,000 he earned in his own business this last year. He hasn't done any estimated taxes. Now, it is his first year, so if I'm not mistaken, I want you to correct me, but I do believe he at least does get a little bit of a grace period there after filing an extension with no fees. However, with this 2023 situation, I would love to get your take on it. He said he earned about $60,000. He's thinking he had about $9,000 of business expenses. I calculated about $10,911 in taxes probably owed. But can you tell Reed, Thomas, just give me that explanation one more time of when you went to those tax people, of why the you left them and then you just didn't talk to anyone else again. Give me that.
After I tried to go, I just got kind of sidetracked in the process because they were kind of giving me the runaround.
What did they do? That is not what you said. Tell me what you said earlier. You said they sketched you out.
Yeah, it was super sketchy. They were trying to tell me I would be able to get like $100,000 back on my taxes. I went in asking if there's anything about a small business loan, and just the way they were doing things seemed very shady.
You asked about the business
What
loan.
the hell?
You said they brought up the loan.
No, I asked them initially.
Well, what do
They
you
want to do the loan?
The way they were going about it seemed very sketchy, and they brought up $100,000 as like, oh, I'll get it back based off my personal taxes.
Reminder, he only made $60,000 that year. So
The thing is, South Florida is like a scam capital, and I really didn't want to fall victim to that, not knowing anything about
What do you think, Reed?
like business.
Yeah, this absolutely sounds like some shady CPA shit. I mean, I can tell you right now, based off of 2023, there's going to be some penalties, right? So even
Right.
his 10,000 number is probably a little low. Of course, that does depend on your business expenses and everything else in between. But, you know, I would estimate even higher than that with how high the interest rates have been
Ooh,
by the IRS recently, right? Because that's all since really 2021. Those have been skyrocketing. I think they're at 8% right now. I'd have to go double check, but yeah, man, I don't know what the hell that CPA. You have to tell me the business name. I'd have to go look them up. That's scary. That's really scary.
What should he do for his 2024 $150,000 in earnings?
Well, so you haven't been paying quarterlies?
No, I have not.
Okay, so you're also going to owe some underpayments on that as well. That's going to probably be a decent chunk. And you said you made how much in 2024?
Like estimated around 150,000.
Damn. So you're making a decent chunk of money here, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to pay a lot, brother. It's gonna be nasty. But with that being said, I would definitely file an extension just so you get your together and go find an actual reputable CPA, not the whatever closet you went to find those guys.
Yeah.
Well,
and get this handled.
if Reed's open, we'll pay for a session for you to sit down with Reed.
No,
We'll
I would really appreciate that.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely, man.
Thank you for your time.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, he does probably get to enjoy a little lax on penalties, correct? For this, it was his first year in business.
Yeah, so if this is your first year in business, it won't be nearly as brutal. In theory, you should have been paying quarterlies though, but
Yeah.
It's not going to be your 2023's good news, I guess, that you only made,
Yeah.
50K that year or whatever. At least you're not sitting here owing 50,000 rather than just maybe 15 or so.
For sure. Yeah. Thank you again. I'd rather get ahead of it, or try to not get ahead of it, but
Absolutely.
not be super royally
Absolutely.
screwed, you know?
All
and
right,
get
thank you,
started with
Reed.
it.
We'll get you guys in touch and we'll pay for a session.
All right, guys. Good luck.
Okay, so yeah, $489.43 owed on this Amazon Chase card with a $35 minimum monthly payment.
That's an
Buddy.
Amazon card, yeah.
Yeah, the thing I just said. I almost thought you had something insightful to say, and then you just repeated what I said. Okay.
I mean, I opened that card.
This
I opened that card when I
conversation.
had no money to.
I would love to
try to get
just-
some business expenses covered.
I wish every conversation went this way with just people I had in life. It would just make me laugh so much. Where like, I don't know. You just repeat exactly what I say, and you say it like it's an insightful thing. It's so weird. This takes 17 months to pay off, and it's just $489. You know what's crazy though? Is you had an $89 balance, and you were close to paying it off with your $35 minimum monthly payment. Then you fucking purchased $425.14. Brought it up to basically its max by $10.
So with
$9.86 in interest, what are you going to say? That you accumulated $9.68
no, not
in
at all.
interest?
That one I pay off and then I just fill it back up. Then I pay it off.
No, that is incorrect. Interest is accruing. That means it was not paid off. Shut the fuck up. It is again an incorrect statement because you know nothing about your finances and you try to say something that is good to make yourself look better, but it is incorrect because that is not what is being shown. So stop with that. You're not going to get anywhere in life, guy.
But there is no buts. That card I actually opened up when I moved. So I made a dumb decision, a good decision.
Good job. Okay, what do you want me to do with that?
I'll say at the same time when I opened that card, I moved into my own studio, and at that same time I moved into my own house, my own apartment.
When was this?
2024, around the start of that.
So the beginning of last year, so over a year ago.
Well, like end of 2023. But
let's push back
with
even
that,
further. Sure.
With that,
so why do I give a fuck about that when you almost paid this off? Claim that you fully do pay it off, and then you max it out. So why do I care about
that's
a year
what I was
and a
gonna
half
say
ago?
is like that's really where I feel like a lot of the debt with these things started.
But
is I spent a lot of money for the down payment to get into the apartment.
Down payment? You mean the security deposit, first month rent?
No, in Florida it's 3 months of rent. So,
is a legal thing that has to be done everywhere in Florida?
As far as I know, that's pretty common out there.
Oh, pretty common.
So that cost about $6,300 to get in there. I paid that. Moving in the studio was like another $700.
Did that mean you didn't have to pay the first 3 months rent? Did that negate
No,
it?
you're just in there. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
So that was where I feel like a lot of my debt started.
Sure. Why'd you move into that place? You obviously couldn't afford it. So I don't give a f. You chose to do that.
No, I definitely chose to do that. I had to move out. I had to get into my own apartment again.
Why'd you have to move out?
It's just a better living situation for myself and the people around
Probably
me.
is, but you got yourself into a worse situation, which is putting your entire life in a worse situation. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
If you waited an extra 3 months just to save up a little bit of money, if that situation sucked that you're in, that sucks. And I'm sorry, and I wouldn't want you to be there. But guess what? An extra 2 months even of time, just so that you didn't go down an endless rabbit hole. A year and a half later, we're still trying to pay off the debt that you are blaming on that situation then. I wouldn't have cared. 2 months of sacrifice is worth it instead of a year and a half of pain. And now the multi-years of pain is going to take to pay all this off.
Right, which I guess I ended up setting myself up that way. I didn't think about it like that. I was thinking, all right,
obviously,
let me move into the apartment at the same time I had started working in the shop earlier that year. So I took a pay cut there also. So it's like a pay cut, raising my living expenses at the same time, just kind of doubled up and spiraled a little bit more than I thought too. I didn't adjust or make any budget at all.
But
thinking, all right,
no
I'm gonna
offense,
pay
no
more
offense,
bills.
or
Yeah.
a little bit of offense. I don't really give a. This was basically paid off, and then you chose to max it out and interest accrued. And when you told me you pay it off every month, so shut up. That sucks. Back then,
Yeah.
you're not going to get a little tear from me from
No,
that.
I don't
This is
expect
your
a
actions
tear.
now. Is what I give a fuck about, and this is what you're doing. You almost paid it off. You were almost one card down, and then you fucked it.
So with that card, all right, that's a dumb way I look at it, but I'm like, all right,
Have
it's
you
just
looked at anything in a
$500.
smart way so far in this conversation? No. So I don't think you need to preface that.
No, for sure. For that, I just look at it as like, all right, it's an Amazon card. I use that for my tattoo supplies and some other stuff for the house. Cool, pay it off. I didn't realize
You
I was letting it
don't.
go.
You don't.
I paid it off.
You don't. You fucking
I had paid
did
it
it.
off, then it went to 89. Then
No,
I
you
raised it back
didn't.
to
You little
400.
tit. It doesn't matter if you're accruing $10 in interest. You are not paying it off. You can do a credit card. You can be a credit card person if you're never accruing interest or fees. Guess what? You are accruing interest and fees.
So I should get to a point with credit cards.
You should, of course,
I
but
should
I
have
don't
stayed
think
at a
you are
point.
capable of that. So I would rather
Well,
you close them and not have access to them because
was
they
good,
are
though, for
a
a few
tool.
years.
Just like any tool, a hammer could build a house or it could smash your head in. You're smashing your head in.
Well, I was good for a few years. Though.
Doesn't matter. You're not now. I don't give a fuck about the few years. Stop with that bullshit. Do we need to go around and around and around and around?
It's not around and around.
Really? Because you just brought up the thing that I thought we squashed about 20 minutes ago.
Right. I'm just trying to fix it though. Whereas like, all right.
I don't see any trying to fix it. you go in here and being like, well, I was good at one point. You think that fixes it? That all of a sudden gets you out of debt saying I was good at one point.
Oh, no,
That
I
gets you
gotta
out of
pay
debt.
my credit cards
Congratulations. Go
off.
ahead.
That's
Hey, go
obvious.
ahead. Actually, you know what? Hey, dude, Congratulations. We actually just solved the problem. You're going to be completely debt free. So you can actually go back to Florida now because you're going to be debt free because guess what? You just said I wasn't in debt in the past. Oh, we solved it. We solved it. We don't need a budget. We don't need
No,
a
so you were
guys, we
a
did
big
it.
thing you
we
said
figured
too.
it out.
A big thing I've heard from you say too is you need to switch like the behaviors around your spending.
Yeah, which is something you didn't do. So you heard me
I
say that 3 months ago,
started
you didn't.
doing it
No,
since
you
then.
didn't. Look, buddy,
I have made a difference.
You
since
overspent by $400. You are not going to get out of this by trying to say something that makes you sound good. Stop with that. I am not going to let you do it. You keep trying. I have the math. I have the numbers. You are not going to be able to do that. I'm not going to let you get away with that.
I'm not even trying to get away with anything.
Yes, you are. You are not used to being confronted on your and you are now, and you're trying to look good.
No, I mean, for me, I haven't been confronted on my finances.
Amazon. Late fees last year. I always pay it off. $116 in interest. I always pay it off. Shut the f up. You lie or you're dumb. Or both. Pull up your Amazon. Let me go ahead and see it. Let's see what you're doing. Start a screen recording. We'll black out anything that's private or anything. For your business sake, I'm going to get you connected with two resources. I'm going to get you connected with accounting certification through Corkscrew so you can do a proper accounting so that you can bring your proper to your CPA and actually do your taxes. And then I'll get you connected with Stan Store. It's the link that we use in our description. So you can use the same one. It's like a storefront. It can help generate leads and all that stuff as well. So that'll be really good for your.
I'll definitely utilize that.
We like to curate a bag of tools to give to our guests. If you actually use them, it's up to you. I hope you do.
No, I definitely will be using anything you give me. Only time will show you that. As far as my Amazon, my orders, I guess.
Yeah.
You want me to screen record it or?
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it to load. I'm on the Wi-Fi. It's still loading.
Oh my gosh, this mix card's not even close to anything better. Oh, it gets worse. I'm just, dude. Okay.
Here, if you want to scroll through these, screen record it, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Got you. Here, if you want to scroll through these, anything that's purchased at Whole Foods is money I put for my sister to get food and my parents to get stuff.
Why did it have to be from Whole Foods?
That's a debate I've had with them many a times.
Oh, they're choosing Whole Foods.
Yeah.
Why? I know we can't go too far into it, and that's okay.
I mean, I want to try to make sure they have whatever they need.
I agree. And, I just want to make sure. Are you enabling anything?
I feel like in some ways I have been.
Because you're not going to be helping them in the end if that's true.
Yeah. My mom's 72. She's old.
72, yeah.
I don't expect anything from her. You know, she lives her life.
Did she have retirement? She's getting Social Security.
Yeah, she gets her Social Security. That covers the majority of her bills. I'll always make sure she has food and everything else. That's important.
Is she budgeting and she's spending money on bullshit?
I could get into my mom's story, but I
don't need a story, but
she's
I just want to
very
make sure.
much so.
Well, here's the reality.
Yeah.
You're spending more money than you make. So supporting other people is a good thing. It gets a little complicated in your situation, and it gets even worse if you're actually enabling bad behavior from them. So if she is going and spending her money on wants and stuff, and you're supplying her needs, that could be supporting bad behavior.
My mom's money covers her basic needs, but I'm making sure she always has groceries from Walmart, other stuff like that.
Which I appreciate, but
yeah.
okay.
My sister's story
I'd make her make a budget.
a little different. It's just
That's fine.
I try to get her to budget.
All right,
It's been a headache, but that's definitely a lot of my
What's
expenses.
a Matte Fast Pro?
Those are all tattoo supplies. That's pretty much the only thing I use Amazon for, other than the videos.
I thought it was like a new version of a douche or something. Some razors. Yeah, that's a Whole Foods. Oh my gosh, you get razor. Oh, tattoo needles. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Whole Foods. Okay, so it's surprisingly either the fam or actually business.
Yeah.
I'm kind of surprised. Yeah, it's all tattoo stuff.
Try not to spend anything on there other than obviously the Amazon videos, watching movies. That one I'll completely own up to.
Some memory foam bathroom rugs. And then we got, wow, we went through like just ordering substance phases. We got beet powder and ubiquinol and Nutricost and multi-collagen and creatine. We got everything.
Some of the supplements are for me. Some is for my sister, like the collagen and stuff like that for
Trash, wheels, desk, gaming chair.
her. Oh, I got a new desk for my bedroom, so I have somewhere to set up and draw in my house.
Okay. It's honestly, it's not horrendous. You obviously spend more money than you can, but as long as you're documenting the business stuff,
Yeah.
and then whether or not you are enabling the fam, that's what we really need to. So what I would do, at least for the mom, I don't know the sister situation as much, and that's okay. Or for the mom, I would at least, if I'm going to support you, I would like to at least see a budget. Honestly, I would make her download Simpler Budget, and just if she automatically connects her accounts, you'll just be able to see everything anyway.
I think my sister doing Simpler Budget would help. My mom, she's old.
I'm not saying to help her.
Yeah.
I'm saying for you to determine if
definitely.
what you're giving her is actually helping her or enabling her. You'll at least be able to open her budgeting app, and since it does it all automatically, you'll be able to see.
Got you.
Okay, she doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
You just set it up.
I've never made a budget clearly.
Well, this is literally automatic, so that's not
That
going
would
to
be
request
very
anything.
helpful then.
Okay, but that just might be a good way for you to determine if she's with her own money and then leaning on her son when she shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Or if you're actually supporting her because you need to, in which case I fully support, of
Yeah.
course. This is huge for financial audit. For a year now, my team and I have worked with experts to create what I truly believe are the 3 best educational programs in the financial space online. We have our budgeting program where I teach you how to create, manage, and revolutionize your budget and control your money. And then there's the investing program where I teach you to define what investing profile applies to you and your life, and then teach what specific investing strategies applies to you in that situation. And now finally, we have our debt program where I teach you the best ways to pay off debt, manage debt, and even take advantage of good debt. This has been a revolutionary project that we've been working on for over a year now, and just like over 10,000 people who've already taken our educational programs, you can now take advantage of all 3 of them bundled together at a 15% discount. I've heard from thousands of people now who've taken these classes and they've literally changed their lives for the better, and finally, you can too at a more affordable price. Head to calebhammer.com or click the link in the description below. You will not regret this. Capital One Quicksilver. Here we owe $2,828. Told you it doesn't get better. And 14 cents. The minimum monthly payment of $105. All you did is put a minimum monthly payment towards it, and then $77.34 of interest accrued.
Yeah, this one
It's close to maxed out. It's close to maxed out. It's like $150 away. 16 years to pay off. Approaching our 50s in that case.
It's a long time. I didn't realize they would take that long to pay off.
Guess what? This card technically takes longer to pay off than you would be by that time trying to get to your retirement age from where you can pull from tax advantage retirement accounts. So by the time you get this card paid off, you'll only have like 14 years until you're able to take money from your retirement account. So it's crazy just how long this is. Life can stretch out and look long, but it goes so quick. And when you really put things in the numbers perspective like this, buddy, you're flying through it. So you really can't be f***ing around here, man.
Yeah, it's definitely something I need to
Here
fix
we go.
and stop taking.
Guys, he needs to fix it.
I need to fix it.
Guys, he
I need
needs
to
to
stop
fix it.
taking trips and stop going out and having fun. But
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope you do that.
I don't think on this
saying that
card-
doesn't do anything.
I don't think on this card I've utilized it recently.
Well, I mean, again, it's basically maxed out, so
I've
it's
been
not
having
much
it sit
room.
there and just making sure I do the payments. So with my credit cards, they're set to the side, kind of.
No late fees this period. No late fees in general, but $1,000 in interest last year.
That's the one I didn't think of. I didn't realize how much interest
you
I was
haven't thought of
accruing.
anything for every card so far. So
I'll be
what
honest,
the f-
I think
you talking
a lot
about?
of stuff
That's
has
the one
been-
I didn't think of.
No.
There's been something every card. you
Anything
didn't think
interest
of.
related, I didn't think about the interest it was including.
Also known as the thing that debt is associated with. What the f-
Yeah, like I said,
Again, you
I've been
will
living too
sound
much in
like
the
a-
moment, having a lot of fun, taking trips.
Yes, I know
traveling
that.
a lot and doing stuff like that.
I know that.
Instead of realizing and focusing on what matters. But
This is what you're saying, and it sounds good, but none of your actions surrounding those words actually do anything that support those words. So those words mean nothing to me until you prove it. So you keep saying all that as much as you want. It means nothing with your actions. Again, you spent $400 more than you made. Okay, what's $9,008 from GS Bank?
that's for my Apple Card.
Are you f***ing kidding Pull it up. Why don't you send us a statement?
I thought I did.
Well, let me make sure because I haven't gone through this. Nope, no Apple Card. Okay, well, Apple Card you owe $9,008 on. Monthly payment $301. You know how to get there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's important to know the interest, man. It is important to know the interest because, again, you are at 31%. The example I always use every time. I literally go into the fucking Moomoo app every day and buy S&P 500 anytime money hits my account. On the best years, it is getting 10% on average.
That's actually really smart.
Yes, but it wouldn't make any sense for you because you have 31% debt. But that's why it's important for you to realize what kind of debt you're in, what kind of interest you have, because it's losing to the market, man.
Well, this card is definitely over the balance. Here you go.
Well, who's surprised?
It just declines. So then I just make the...
Oh, good.
payment, yeah.
Oh, good. Instead of canceling the subscriptions, we just allow them to decline.
Yeah.
Ted, dude. Oh, good, guys. Now it's at $9,208. Rack up that other $200 on the debt counter. Okay. We'll keep the minimum monthly payment like the same. It's fucking Roku. Why? Something Apple. Why? Apple Roku.
I'm actually not even sure.
No. Stop. Every few days it tries to do all this. Just cancel your subscription. $201 in interest on a monthly fucking basis. Yep. I'm going to look at your subscriptions. I am going to look at your subscriptions, sir. In his Apple subscriptions, we got Apple Music, we got Dr. Kegel, we got Face App, we have...
I don't know if those are all active.
They
Face
are.
App was from
we
a
have Ghostline, we have Instagram Verified, Ladder Strength Training, Mega Pro subscription.
Yeah, it's extra storage. It's all storage stuff for my tattoos. Yeah.
And it has an Apple, like automatic subscription on Apple. What the fuck is a Dr. Kegel? What, you're fucking doing Kegels?
No, it's not.
With your asshole?
I don't think it's active. It's actually for like your pelvic floor and your health, to be honest. But yeah, if we could skip over that, that'd be cool. But it is what it is.
We didn't.
Yeah.
It was there.
Nah, that's cool. But,
Go ahead and bring the mic to your face again.
Yep, sorry.
You got a little excited. Okay. So the Apple bill, not late once on that. That's good, but you're over the limit, so that's not good. No. Please tell me. Is this not like
no?
Is
That's.
this a
I think
firm?
those are all the
Is
ones
this a
you've gone
firm?
over.
No.
Let me see.
No, this looks like a firm.
Oh yeah. This is my affirms. Yeah. Well,
You know nothing. You know nothing.
no,
He's gonna show
I
us.
do know these. These are my affirms.
Guys,
yeah.
make sure to join us for the post show. He's gonna teach us all how to do anal Kegels.
It's not anal Kegels. It's good. It's good for your.
Uh-huh.
Not for your anal, dude.
Gay!
Uh-huh. Very defensive over this. Are you sure?
Nah, 100%. I'm chilling.
That's what someone that does anal Kegels would say.
When he looks at me.
$2,257.99 is owed on a firm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my. Okay, these minimum monthly payments are brutal. Oh my gosh, there's even more. Okay, minimum monthlies on these 40.20 plus 30.16 plus 1659 plus 1497. I want to go home and play Civ 7. $101.91. Civ 7, yes sir.
What is that?
A game that you should not buy because you don't have money. $101.92 on a monthly basis for that Affirm. These are all Amazon purchases, of course. We have Priceline rental car, more Amazon, and then Priceline flight. So we have another Affirm. This Affirm total.
I think I only have one Affirm total. Like
That's not what I'm
that's the
seeing.
accurate
And
one.
because you are not able to literally ever.
No, I could bring up my Affirm and it's definitely accurate. That's definitely the only one. I only have one
Then
Affirm
what am I
account.
seeing?
I think I screenshotted and sent them a previous one and then a current one. Like, so if you look, I just know I only have one Affirm account that I sent them.
It has the same due date, man. I'm not trusting you.
But it would be the higher amount, not the lower one.
Oh, so it's not the lower one?
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay, so it was the 2,257. We'll move on.
Yeah.
VW car. What is that? I think we know.
That's gonna be my car. that I've never missed a payment. And that I
But
always
you
make sure it's
said that
on
about
time.
other ones that you have. So again,
But no, a late payment and a
trust
missed
but
payment is
verify.
different.
Don't trust and verify for you.
But a missed payment is different than a late payment. I've never missed a payment on my car.
that is true.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I've never missed a payment on my car.
But if you've been late,
I don't believe so. Like, it'll show you
less
there. I've
confidence
never
in
been
that
late
one.
with that.
You have not been late.
Yeah.
Yes. This is probably a car. When did you get this car? What is the car?
It's a Volkswagen Jetta GLI. I've had that since
Year,
2022.
miles, condition?
It's a 2019 new used condition, but certified pre-owned. My bad. It's great condition though. I make sure to take care of it. and everything's
$504
good on
minimum
that.
monthly payment. $18,090 is owed on it. It's worth $16,255. It's not the worst underwater position I've seen. It's definitely not good. You're halfway through the payment cycle. What is the interest on here?
4.9%, I believe.
That's not horrendous. Okay. What's my thoughts?
I got
on
that
this?
one back when my credit was good, and that was my first big purchase since I had.
You're
started
lucky
making
that
money.
you don't have equity, but you're not terribly underwater. One thing we might do in situations like yours where you're only underwater by $1,500 is maybe borrow $12,000 from somewhere. Your credit score's bad though. Your debt to income's probably questionable because you haven't filed taxes, so it's hard to prove. So you might not be able to do that. But hypothetically, borrow $12,000, sell this car for that value, pay off the car, gave you an extra $500 cushion, then also get a $10,000 car in cash. You'd have to pay off that $12,000 loan, but a $12,000 loan is easier to pay off than a $18,000 loan. It's the biggest deal in the world, no, because it's like 4.2%, but it is on a depreciating asset. You're almost over the middle hump of your loan, and then you start paying more towards principal instead of interest. You're pretty close to that, so we might hold on to it. We need to assess the full financial situation by the end. Okay. Are these checking accounts?
Yes.
Am I done with that?
Yeah.
No more debt.
No more debt.
That's your debt.
Yeah, that's my debt.
Congratulations. It's horrendous.
I didn't think it was that bad.
Well, that's probably why we accepted you to be on the show, because you
Yeah.
needed a kick in the ass because you're dumb.
A recovering dumb.
Okay, recovering would be any kind of actions towards actually recovering. You're not doing that, so don't use that term. You do not get the privilege of saying that until you actually have done something that would qualify as recovery. Space Coast Credit Union. Savings, $5. Okay. Right? And then checking. Hold on. I'm seeing this correct?
Yeah.
9,400 in checking. Why? Well, I guess you do have tax bills coming up. Is it tax savings?
So that money is set to the side so I can figure out what I should do. I'm trying to figure out if I should
pay taxes.
the taxes
is kinda number
first.
one, usually. But
Yeah.
but you didn't, so we're here.
So I'm trying to figure that out. That's set to the side. Should I utilize that for taxes first, pay off the taxes first, make sure that's handled? Should I do the credit card debt first? I really don't know.
By the way, debt counter, we're taking 2023 taxes from $10,911 up to $15,000 according to Reed's analysis with the interest that was done. So $15,000 for that. What was your business expenses last year?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Come on, best guess, gut it.
$30,000?
Really? You got
Maybe a little bit more than that, to be honest with you.
That's what you said last time. So what the is it?
Well, I haven't sat and done any
Okay, we're gonna
calculations
say
or looked at
$40,000. You made 111 or 110. Good margins, especially for a first year in business. That's actually incredible. However, you probably owe somewhere around the world of like $33,000 right
I just
now.
know my total
So
monthly
add
bills
that
is
to
like-
the debt counter. $33,000 for 2024 taxes, probably. Now, of course, you have a little bit of time to max out some like a SEP IRA or something to lower your tax burden. Reed will help you with that. Okay. Okay, well, this is an interesting situation to have that $9,000. You might need that to go to your taxes right now. That's the hard part. PayPal Instant. What are these instant transfers that are going out?
That's
PayPal?
just so I get paid Venmo, Cash App, Zelle.
Yeah, this is
PayPal.
going out. The moment there was a slight complication, you're just going to figure it out. Okay. Buddy, it's going to be hard to help you when you don't know anything. Okay, and then you Zelle $675 somewhere. $1,000
Oh, that's
somewhere.
rent. Yeah,
Okay,
the
what about
Zelle outs are
1,000?
rent. Rent.
Both?
Yeah.
What's your rent?
2,100. Yep.
$200. Fuck, crazy. $200 out. PayPal instant transfer out. 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 Of course, you said you have literally no idea where these are going. You use PayPal to purchase like food?
Yeah. I use just PayPal to purchase. It's just like a secondary Apple Cash, I guess, or Apple Pay.
You're
It just
telling
comes
me
out
that's
the
like
bank
in
account.
restaurants and coffee and going in gas stations and getting some bullshit?
Yeah.
Are you
Well, it could
kidding
also
me?
be bills.
So food. So bullshit. So bullshit. So bullshit. So bullshit. So bullshit. So bullshit. I'm sorry for all the bleeping BS. All this money that we just... It's a full page of it. BS.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I haven't cooked at home in like 2 years.
What the possible did you just say?
I haven't cooked at home in 2 years. I just eat out every day. Yeah, so I like I said, just with my work schedule, I've been eating out. I'll go out for Chipotle and get a.
What's your work schedule?
I work 7 days a week.
I
10
hear
hours
that-
average.
Huh?
10-hour average days.
Okay, pack a lunch. You got a lot of hours left in the day still that you're not sleeping. You're fine.
I could pack a lunch.
You're a baby.
Not a baby.
Yep.
Just for me, I feel like spending.
You're being a
$15 to
baby. Your
$20 a
actions
day
are being a
isn't that
baby.
bad.
You're a baby.
I'm not a baby. I'm just
Your
trying to figure
actions
this
are
out.
showing that you're a baby.
For me, it's more convenient and it makes more sense to just buy lunch out. It saves
When
more
you don't have
time.
any money and you haven't paid taxes, you're a baby.
I just don't. For me, it doesn't make sense. I didn't really think of it like
You haven't
that.
paid 2
The
years
money
in
I make
taxes. You're
daily-
spending money that's more expensive
Yeah.
than going out and getting groceries and packing a salad. You're a baby.
Well, I didn't think of it like that. I didn't realize that.
Which is what you've said to everything in this
Yeah,
conversation.
just with my
so
with
well
my work
done.
schedule, it made more sense to just go out.
Did it? You haven't paid your work taxes in 2 years.
Right.
That made more sense.
Yeah, because I didn't realize how bad it was. To be honest with you, I didn't really sit and.
Do you realize it was bad enough to apply to come on the show?
I knew I needed to make some type of changes and get some type of advice. I just didn't realize how bad my current situation was.
Oh, buddy. Good luck, my friend. Good luck. It's crazy. So now that was $1,100 out on just going out to eat. $1,100 on going out to eat. For fuck's sake, man. And yet we haven't done our just simple, basic, minimum responsibility. You should be disappointed. 1,652 ending on this
It's
PNC
PNC,
Bank. Yeah. Cash App. Chick-fil-A. Going in a gas station, getting some BS. Gas station BS. Chick-fil-A. Vito's Gourmet Pizza. This is so. It's fucking more. It's fucking more. Cash App out. Again, went in, got some BS. Went in, got some. What are you getting from the gas station for like $3 every day?
Ghost energy drinks.
How this is a fucking pattern. I swear, if your finances are bad, you also stop at the gas station every day. These things have to be correlated. If you stop at the gas station every day and get some bullshit, your finances are bad.
Man. Yeah, I get a Ghost energy drink every day. And
Why can't you
all
buy-
right, so I did make a change. I used to buy a bottle of water with that. Now I started buying a pack of waters instead to make sure I'm not
Why
buying
not buy
bottle
a
of water.
pack of Ghost Energy?
They don't sell them in cases as far as I know. But
Have
I
you
just saw
looked
actually
online?
last week that Costco has them in cases now. So yeah.
They don't sell them in cases as far as I know. But I
until,
just saw they
last
sell them in
week.
cases.
Yeah.
Shut the you, dude. I don't know how you've survived. Went in, got some BS. Went and got some BS. $125 sent out. Who knows where? Went and got some BS. Went and got some BS. My goodness, I'm going to die, just like your heart.
It's funny because he's fat.
Chipotle, Soap Lab. At least you're staying clean.
Oh yeah, that's my
Smoothing
laundry
clean.
service.
Laundry service. Do you have a
Yeah,
laundry machine?
Yes. But the time I spend doing laundry is a slow machine. It makes more sense just to pay $50 to $100 every 2 weeks. At least I feel it makes more sense. It saves time.
No, I don't think so. You could afford a machine that wouldn't be slow in like
Well,
a couple months of use.
I rent my apartment. I can't go and buy a new machine for it.
You could ask them to take it out, sure.
I didn't even know that's something you could do. For me, it's just
You ask a fucking question, you're incapable. Why are people incapable of asking questions? Maybe you can't. Ask.
well, I wouldn't bother my landlords with getting a new machine.
Not getting a new machine. You're asking if you can bring in your own.
No, then they would have to take their machine that's in there out.
Yes.
I
And you're asking to
don't
see
think
if they
that
can. They
works.
might say no. They might say
I don't
no.
think you can do that in like a
Buddy,
rental,
I
though.
did it in my second apartment here. So I know for a fact you can. Whether or not your landlord will, I do not know.
Yeah,
Ask.
I
And
don't know.
also, these are sold in massive packs fucking everywhere. I just got sent a screenshot. Literally everywhere they sold in massive packs. So if you just found out, it's because, again, you're incapable of using a search engine. So
it's just the
energy
convenience
drink,
of it,
energy
you know?
drink, energy drink, box lunch, Mancora, whatever. Energy drink, Minnesota. Energy drink, Korean. This is crazy, man.
Yeah. My daily expenses is crazy, I guess. I didn't realize they were crazy either. I'm really here to realize how I am and fix it. So, you know.
Guys, is that why he's here? Is that? Oh, I guess that's why he's here.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
Chevron. You went in and got some energy drinks. Chipotle. Energy drinks. Korean Prime Video. Energy drinks. Cash sent out. Energy drinks. Cash sent out. Chipotle. Teriyaki. For fuck's sake, man. Oh, there's so many more pages in this. Oh, there's so many more pages. This couldn't possibly be. Oh, am I really gonna read all these fucking off? All right, let me get comfortable. Energy drink, Prime Video, Cash App sent out. Energy drink, Chipotle, energy drink,
Chipotle's
sushi.
good.
Shut the fuck up. You're not doing Chipotle in a reasonable way. Either way, we're both fat. So
It's funny because he's fat.
come on. Energy drink, Cash App sent out. Energy drink, Cash App sent out. Chipotle, Freak Factory.
That's tattoo needles.
One business expense, and it's not even in a business account, as far as I know. Do you not have an LLC set up?
No, I have.
You don't even have an
It's just
LLC
my
set-
bank account for it. I don't use it.
Rita's gonna love working with you. At least he's gonna make money off of it. Oh, I guess I am technically. Oh, energy drink, Cash App sent out. Chipotle, energy drink, Chipotle. It's fucking rinse and repeat. Fucking Cash App sent out. Chipotle, energy drink. Food at Vito's. Chipotle, Buffalo Wild Wings, energy drink, Rising Tide. Oh,
that's a
baby,
car wash
we
service.
are sending out cash. We're sending out cash. We are getting some energy drinks at Teriyaki Express and energy drinks and something Fanuel Entertainment. It's not FanDuel. What is it? Fanuel Entertainment.
I don't know.
Fucking, you didn't see it. That sounds like going to a strip club in fucking
Pandaland,
huh?
and then there's Panda Express in there too. Yeah, I don't know.
What?
I don't know, dude. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm like kind of lost, guys. My bad. Like I'm really zoned out.
Okay, now he's talking to the producers. That's okay. Energy drink, Dunkin' Donuts, ATM withdrawal $100. Probably went to titty bars. Energy drink, Cash App sent out. Good to go cuisine. Ice cream, Flava Fussy. Papa J's and Chipotle and Prime Videos and Chipotle and energy drink and Apple Cash sent out. Don't know where that goes because he can't account for a single second of it or even tell me. Or Chipotle or Cash sent out. Or Chipotle or Cumberland. I bet if we look at that Apple Cash, this is more just Apple Cash fucking double tapping, paying for these fucking food things or titties or something. Oh, we continue. Space bar, Chipotle, huh?
No. It's just you're good. Carry on. Chipotle from the top.
Cash App out. Energy drink, Chipotle. Energy drink, Panda Express. Energy drink and Amazon Chipotle. Energy drink, red pepper chimes. We got some cash app on an ATM withdrawals, and then we went and got a fucking Ghost energy drink. Then we went to Smoothie King to try to be healthy. Then we sent our cash app money. We don't know where that went because we're a dumb motherfucking ginger. And then we got an energy drink, Chipotle energy drink, energy drink, energy drink, Blue Stream.
That's my internet service.
Zell. Oh, I apparently missed the car wash, but I've lost effort to care.
The Rising Tide was the car wash
You live in Florida. There is no salt on the ground. There is no snow. There is no dust. You are fine. Your maintenance is likely not requiring
we
car
have
wash.
Brexit and pollen that's pretty bad. But like to keep my car clean. You keep your car clean, right?
I can afford to, but it's not necessary for the maintenance of my vehicle here.
I don't know. I just always like
If
to keep
you're
my
up
car
in the
clean.
north or out in the west, sure.
Florida, you do live right by the beachy waters, so the salt water. I don't know if that affects it, but I just like to keep my car clean.
Yes, that keyword, like to. If I build this budget, is there even a chance? Is there even a fucking chance here? Okay. Income after expenses, probably $110,000. Of the $110,000, we're going to set 30% aside for taxes. Or, yeah, $111,000. Divide that by 12. Set 30% aside for taxes. We have a monthly income, congratulations, after expenses and tax savings of $6,416. That's your real income. You haven't realized that because you haven't paid taxes. And you do not know how to budget for your expenses. Your debt minimum monthly payment totals. Let's find out. Probably going to get on a minimum monthly payment with your IRS. Because I don't think you're going to be able to come up with cash in order to pay anything. But I'm sure it would be possible at some point. Your debt minimum monthly payments are $1,232.67. Let's go ahead and get that rent. What was it? One more time?
$2,100.
Yeah, I'm sure it is $2,100. What about them utilities? Water, gas, electric?
No gas, electric, and the internet probably come out to an extra $200.
Okay. Renters insurance?
I don't have that.
Okay, get it. I'm putting in $15. It's really cheap. It's stupid not to have it. Phone bill?
$100.
Why? Do you owe on your phone?
Yes. Yeah. My normal bill is like $70.
This is
a
what
month
locks
for
people
T-Mobile.
into the expensive carriers, I swear, because I don't know why people aren't on any of the alternative carriers. The one we work with is Helium. You get it for $15 a month. Same service as T-Mobile. I don't understand why people don't use that shit, but it's $100 until you pay off your fucking phone. Gas, vroom, drive. How much?
Probably like $150.
Car insurance, how much?
It's $160.
TP fund, $100. I'm going to give you necessary food, $300. You see that little cookbook right there? You see it?
Yes, sir.
You get that with the budgeting app because you get all of that for free for being a guest. You guys get a free week trial, so you get the cookbook as well. But use that. You can meal prep. You pack to warm up shit when you get home after a long day, and you bring stuff to work, okay? And you could probably fast breakfast. Okay. Medical health care. Anything on a monthly basis?
No.
Do you pay for health insurance?
Nope.
You should pay for health insurance. I'm putting in $400 for health insurance. Here's a reality that is not fat shaming, but I am qualified as a fat individual. We are more likely to have medical complications due to our lifestyle habits of being disgusting. And that means you should get health insurance because you're more likely to use it than other people our age. We are pretty much the same age. $400 for health insurance. Do you have any pets?
Nope, I don't.
Good, thank goodness. I would not trust a ginger around a cat without eating it.
That's crazy.
$4,757.67 is what you need to survive. Good. That means out of the $6,416, you have an extra $1,658.33. Well done. I'm very proud of you. I'm going to give you $158.33 for bull. Woo! $158.33. Congratulations. This means you have an extra $1,500 a month to play with. Probably going to be less because you're going to get on a minimum monthly payment with the IRS. Okay. Of the $38,000.44 that are not IRS debt, that's just your car loan. You're gonna minimum monthly payment the car until it's paid off. So I'm gonna minus that $18,090 from the $38,044. But this also does not include the IRS debt because it's not realized yet, and you need to sit down with the read and figure that out. So $19,954 of very bad debt. Of the $1,500, that takes about a year and a month to pay off. That's actually not horrendous. That's if you stop being a baby and you actually deal with it like a fucking man.
Yes, sir.
And you deal with your and you actually budget. You use the app. You take the education. You use the resources I give you. You use the information, the wake-up call that is being done here, and you actually give yourself any sense of responsibility and discipline. Then you come on the follow-up show in 6 months and half the debt should be paid off. That is what you're going to do. It is easy as not really. It's always easier said than done. But you have a path. And I even gave you fun money. Obviously, with the IRS, some things will become complicated, but we'll deal with that as you learn more information.
I do really appreciate you making the budget for me.
Oh my I don't even know what happened, but producer Lindsay, is telling me in the post show, she knows something that you did last night that is apparently stupid and costs endless amounts of money, and I'm gonna die. We'll save that for the post show. You can join our YouTube membership, link in the description below. For the rest of this month, by the way, I'm paying for it. So if you sign up for Hammer Elite, I reimburse it. I literally send you a $10 virtual Visa gift card that you can spend anywhere and in any country besides like North Korea and Russia. So it's literally free. So just go ahead and sign up for that, and then just follow the instructions after you sign up, and I'll pay for it. But either way, Hammer Financial Score. How pissed am I going to be in the post? Okay. I'm ready to just relax. Okay. But I do have a crazy story though. It is naughty. Spending in a budget 0 out of 10, you overspent. Debt, IRS debt 0 out of 10. Emergency fund. Oh yes, there's that money sitting there. I'm gonna have you hold that until you talk to read the Simpler Money Tax Expert about your tax situation, because you might need to use that for that. So I don't want to touch it. But if you do, we can fuel it towards the smallest debts until everything is paid off, okay? So emergency fund, because you have that, that's going to go towards debts. It doesn't really count. I'll be a generous 2 out of 10 with that. Retirement, what's your investing or anything looking like? I don't know. Oh, I'm going to die. Okay, so me. That's a follow-up conversation, 0 out of 10. Real estate score, 0 out of 10. Hammer Financial Score, gonna give you a little bit of grace, 0.5 out of 10. Guys, make sure to download the Simpler Budget app. You get it for free. I think you get 2 weeks for free for the premium version. There's a free version as well, but there's so much you get with it. I highly recommend it. We want it to be the best budgeting app in the world. And now join us in the post show. Join the Hammer Elite membership below. I'm gonna pay for it for an entire month. I'll see you guys in the post show. Bye.
We went to the club last night.
You travel to a different place and you just go to the. You immediately go to the. How much you spend on the last night?
Well, it was a night out.
How much did you spend on the last night?
Like $.
$1 of what? Oh my $1 of one night. You fly here the day before coming on financial audit. You spend $1,000 one. How do you even spend $1,000?